All right, so our top focus at this hour is some breaking news that's in fact come in with relation to the Arvind Kejriwal's arrest case. A special court has now extended the Enforcement Directorate's custody of the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal for another 4 days. The Delhi Chief Minister will remain in custody until the 1st of April. Now, earlier in the day, the Enforcement Directorate had produced the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal before the court, demanding for a 7-day extension of his custody. Now, Kejriwal, remember, has been accused of being the kingpin and the main conspirator in the alleged multi-million-dollar liquor excise policy scam. So this, of course, is the latest in terms of what's happened in the case of Arvind Kejriwal, who's been in the custody of the Enforcement Directorate. He'd been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate last Thursday, and the court had, of course, granted a week's custody for him back then. That week is now over, and now the Enforcement Directorate has managed to get the custody of Arvind Kejriwal for another 4 days. That is until the 1st of April. And this, of course, is the big breaking development with relation to the very sensational and very high-profile political case of Arvind Kejriwal, the sitting Chief Minister, who in fact, remember, had been arrested from inside of his residence by the Enforcement Directorate. And now the Enforcement Directorate has been given his custody until the 1st of April, another 4 days for Enforcement Directorate to continue probing Arvind Kejriwal with more questions. Remember, at this moment as we speak, Arvind Kejriwal still continues to remain the Chief Minister of New Delhi. And this is going to be a case that will have far-reaching ramifications on the general elections that are slated to begin from the 19th of April onwards. And then, in the midst of this, there is all this political drama, which, of course, is playing out. And my colleague, Dharamjot Kaur, of course, is joining us with more details on this. Dharamjot, tell us what's the latest on the story.
Well, Saleh, we saw a very quick wrap-up of today's proceedings against the Delhi Chief Minister. He was presented in court at around 2 p.m. By 3:30, the entire both sides had argued. We also saw the Chief Minister himself issuing a statement and making a personal appeal in terms of what is his side of the story and what was also being touted as certain revelations that the Chief Minister is going to make. But following all that, an order that just came in a few minutes ago, his custody extended by 4 more days till April 1st. He will now be produced in court again at 11:30 a.m. on Monday, following which it remains to be seen if the ED will again ask for another extension or will the investigation as far as the Enforcement Directorate is concerned will be over, and will the CBI step in with a separate request for a remand of Arvind Kejriwal. So at this point, this is where matters stand. 4 more days in custody for the Delhi Chief Minister. Of course, we saw him accompanied by his wife earlier in court today as well. But he also got relief in a completely separate matter in Delhi High Court. So for now, he remains the sitting Chief Minister. But how this plays out in terms of the Lok Sabha elections and what his political future will be in the upcoming weeks, that of course remains to be seen. Saleh?
Absolutely, indeed, Dharamjot Kaur. And tell us at this moment as to how the Aam Aadmi Party is reacting, because we are in some uncharted territory, so to speak, where the sitting Chief Minister of New Delhi is inside the prison at this moment and by the looks of it wants to run the administration of the New Delhi Union Territory from inside the prison premises. How is the Aam Aadmi Party taking this forward?
Well, unlike what we saw last week, Saleh, the party workers are not carrying out a very large-scale protest today per se, especially because the Chief Minister himself said that he has as remand request by the ED is concerned. He will continue to cooperate with the entire interrogation and investigation, per his own words. So because the Aam Aadmi Party chief himself, has not protested against his custody being taken by probe agencies, the party has also kind of accepted that stance. What needs to now be seen is how the top leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party reacts to what is being touted as this political vacuum that we are seeing over the past few days. Now, as you already mentioned, he is the sitting chief minister. We have the elections coming up very, very soon, in just a matter of few weeks. So how the Aam Aadmi Party deals with this, with their star player being in custody, for how many days more will Arvind Kejriwal remain, in remand with ED, or if at all the case arises with CBI in the following days. All of these are equations and possible scenarios that they are taking into consideration. But there is no backlash per se. We, of course, heard them calling it a political conspiracy and the entire arrest being termed as unconstitutional. But there are no major protests as far as the entire process and the entire developments today are concerned. Saleh?
All right. Thank you very much indeed, Dharmjot Kaur, for joining us and getting us all those updates there. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.